Ink. Of course, Distress, we're a fan of mini blending tool, right? We went from that rectangle to the mini one, and this has been really great because I think people feel they have a lot more control when it comes to inking because I can take that tool and do my circular motion. But obviously in mixed media, stencils are becoming more and more popular, right? We're using it with texture paste and grit paste, but when we want to use it with ink, we have a couple of challenges. First off, with a blending tool, to go into a stencil, I have to pounce, right? And if I pounce a blending tool, we know that we get the circle. And then you think, okay, well, I'll just kind of try to move in a circular motion. Well, that could work, but depending on your stencil, you may have all these little pieces that are going to catch onto that blending foam. And that's why I wanted to do a brush. And I know that there are a million brushes already. There are 1,000,001 stencil brushes, all different kinds. So I thought, well, how can I do something a little bit different? So after taking a little trip to Sephora with my friend and looking at a wall of brushes, I'm like, that's kind of a cool design. So I loved the concept of this kind of, it's not really a retractable brush because this is the brush itself. It is a natural fiber brush that you can use with any kind of ink, your oxides, your distress, your archival inks. And it's an easy way that I can ink through stencils. So maybe I'm going to take some ink, take my brush, and I can go right into my stencil, and I can go in a circular motion, I can pick up color, I can pounce, and I'm never going to have any crazy harsh inking lines, which is good, okay? But what's nice is I also have the ability to focus my color. So for example, on this one, this is gonna give me a really nice soft blend. See that? Really easy. But let's say I wanted to add some accent, some other detail. Now, if I'm going into another blue, I would just use this. If I wanted to change, I can wipe this off on a baby wipe, it would clean up, but I like to have a dedicated blending brush. Now, 7 of them fit in the mini Distress tin by design. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and brown. But when you work with this, if you wanted to add some different colors, so here we're gonna go into a little bit of purple. If I don't want to ink the whole area, this gives me the ability to slide this up, okay? Because these brushes, the way they work is they are designed to flare out. That's why I did these large bristles, so I can ink a large area. But if I want to ink a small area, I simply slide this channel up, and that's going to make all of my bristles compact, and that's what's going to allow me to go in and really focus my color onto a smaller area. And really just concentrate that color, okay? And when you're finished with the brush, you simply slide this all the way up to the top, covers the bristles. There's bumps all the way around. That bump is gonna hold that lid, that bump is going to hold it closed, and then you're done. So it is nice that we have the ability to create these great blends, but maybe you're not stenciling, right? They're not called stencil brushes, they're blending brushes. So if you wanted to, you can use them for blending. There are people that still just have that fear of blending. And I found more and more with people that do planners, right? They don't want to put ink in their planners because you could ruin the entire thing, right? You're a planner person? I'm not a planner person, but I know people that are, and I love that because it just means a whole different crowd using our mediums. But if you have that fear of ink, you can use your blending brush and you don't have to worry about starting off the edge, holding the tool any special way, because we can add ink and it's never going to create those crazy harsh lines. And if we wanted to create that blend, right? You know, when we use the blending tool, how it goes from dark to light, we can still ink this up, slide this forward to get those bristles a little bit more compact, and that's where we can focus that darker color in the corner. And then you can simply extend that brush and blend it out. Really easy. So that fear of inking and blending, it's history. We've got the blending brush. So those are the blending brushes. Now, we'll quickly just go through and talk about some of the new stuff in the world of alcohol ink. There's just some new releases. We have 6 new colors and a new metallic mixative in alcohol inks. We have a new brown, which is sepia. They're marked with a star. Aquamarine is a new turquoise. Pistachio is a new green. We've got coral, that's that new corally color. I love that. This one, always more surprising, dandelion. We have a yellow in alcohol ink, who knew? Crimson, which is a deep red, which is great. Then we have a storage tin that holds 30 alcohol inks. It will also hold your enamel accents or your stickles. And what's cool is that there's actually a plastic insert in here that even if you take out colors, you don't have to worry about your bottles falling, right? Because that's pretty annoying, where you take out bottles and then everything falls in and you're like, yeah, forget it. So that is why we designed the tin kind of upside down. You can also visibly see all the labels, so you don't have to worry about marking the tops of any of the bottles. And then lastly, Ranger just took some of our existing tools and branded them in the alcohol ink line to kind of help give everyone permission of what can work with what. So we have, oh, thanks, Wendy. We have the alcohol ink palette, which is just like the Distress palette, but now it's branded with alcohol inks because you can use these in. And I do encourage you guys, Sharon Harris will be here today, demoing. Come by and watch her paint. It will blow your mind what she can do with alcohol ink, this palette, and a brush. I'm telling you what, it's mind-boggling, and she's a hoot. She's so funny. But that's why we did alcohol ink brushes. It's just, again, giving permission for people to use that brush for alcohol ink, so they don't have to worry about their brushes getting dissolved or destroyed or anything like that. And then, of course, alcohol ink tool. We had so many requests because they love the mini blending tool. What about little round felts? So now we have the replacement felts for the round blending tool and the little alcohol ink for blending tool. And Wendy reminded me, we do have 2 mixatives. It's good to save the best for last anyway. Because these have been really popular. We have gunmetal and rose gold mixative. So rose gold, I don't know if are you guys catching the light?
Yeah,
am I doing it?
It's so hard to see because it keeps shining.
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Here we go. So rose gold is going to be kind of that beautiful pink color, and then gunmetal is that really grungy, gritty gray color. So that is it. Some really exciting new things from Ranger on your way. Yeah, it's good. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.